Manny Pacquiao says he's willing to fight Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, or Boots Ennis at 147. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. So Manny Pacquiao recently gave an interview, and he spoke about his return to the sport of boxing, who he'd be willing to challenge, and where. I just want to give my 555 nickels on what Pac-Man had to say for anybody listening.
I'm willing to challenge to both of them. Right now, 147. Just counter the speed and hard punches and strong punches and moving around like side by side and throwing a lot of punches. Because my natural weight is 140, so I'm just moving up to 147, so not to getting hard to reduce. Well, I'm still here. I'm active, and I hope that by next year I can have a fight here in Southeast.
All right, y'all. So, what did the big homie Manny Pacquiao have to say about his return to the sport of boxing? And to be honest with you, it kind of surprised me. It was a surprise, but it wasn't a surprise. Manny Pacquiao, since he's retired and even before he's retired, has actually been calling out the top guys, all of the top guys, no matter where they're seated at least from 140 to 154 pounds. He's pretty much tried to challenge everybody.
He ain't get my cornbread, Claude.
And his cries have gone unheard for the most part. I think the biggest name that actually has looked at a potential Pacquiao fight here in the past few months has been guys like Conor McGregor. I believe Jake Paul called him out at one point. It's been all these guys that are not in the professional boxing ranks. And you got to wonder why everybody except the professional fighters are actually willing to get in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. But the professional fighters, they just seem to have like a I don't know about that fight type of attitude.
Man, your happy ass out my goddamn way, goofy bitch. Don't you know they keeping my juice hostage? I will piss on all of this shit. You got me fucked up.
And if you ask me, it has to do with what happened to Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman.
Rip me out my boxes, suck my dick and balls too.
What? I think ever since the Adrian Broner and the Keith Thurman fight, most of the guys from 140 to 147 to 154, they've looked at those guys and their careers and said, you know what? Their downfall started with them fighting Manny Pacquiao and taking a loss to Manny Pacquiao. And Manny Pacquiao being that much more talented than those guys and kind of exposing their flaws for what they are with his experience and his skill sets. So in a lot of ways, I think guys like Spence and Crawford and JARON Ennis, to a lesser extent, those guys, they see Pacquiao as a threat and a huge threat to their careers. If you take a loss to Manny Pacquiao, you might as well take your boxing suit off and hang it up and call your career over with.
I'm kind of surprised by the turnout here. Back in the day, if we had played 10 minutes, we'd already have our groupies lined up.
Because either you're going to suffer some type of long-lasting damage like Keith Thurman did after he fought Pacquiao. It took him almost 4 years to get back into a boxing ring. Same thing with Adrian Broner. Or you're going to suffer incredible embarrassment because you lost to a over 40-year-old fighter. So I think at the end of the day, when it comes to fighters like Spence and Crawford, they see Manny Pacquiao as a huge threat to their careers. And, he's been willing to fight both of those guys in the past. Errol Spence got the closest to fighting them, and then for whatever reason, it fell apart. I'm not going to bring up the past, but we all know what's up with that.
Do you care whether you live or die?
I don't know.
Terence Crawford, he just did Manny Pacquiao like he does everybody else. He'll talk a real good game, but when it comes to actually getting into the ring with Pacquiao, he kind of just looks the other direction and goes, you know what? I don't need that. I can go over here and get a bigger payday. And, to each his own. Kudos to him for extending his career and not taking on the toughest challenges. But I think that's where the separation comes in between a lot of fighters. A fighter of the last generation like Manny Pacquiao, willing to challenge anybody.
Really? Can you feel the tension in the air right now?
Willing to challenge anybody. We watched him go from 108 pounds to 154 pounds and beat them all. He's beat them all. So, you know, you can never compare a guy like Terence Crawford or even Errol Spence. Errol Spence, a little bit more leeway I would give him because he's fought pretty much everybody at 147. Now, when it comes to everybody else, you know, we can make an argument about that. But everybody at 147, he's fought them all. So, you know, Errol Spence, I give a little more leeway on that. Terence Crawford, he's a very pick 'em, choose 'em type of fighter. He picks his battles, you know, which might be smart. You know, he might be a Floyd Mayweather type of guy.
Absolutely.
Who says, you know, I'll fight you, but I'll fight you only under my conditions. Terence Crawford's like, well, I'll fight this guy because I know I'm extremely more talented than him. Or he'll wait you out and get you at the right time, kind of like a Floyd Mayweather, and then he'll fight you. But, you know, when it comes to these guys challenging a guy like Manny Pacquiao just for, you know, history or just, you know, to make their legacies that much more better, they just don't do it. The new generation is unwilling. Now, there is another name out there, and he's a newly crowned champion, and I'm not sure if Manny Pacquiao's willing to get in the ring with Boots, because he never mentioned Boots' name, but he said he's willing to fight anybody at 147. Hey, why not Boots? You know, I think that's a super good opportunity for Boots, and I think that that's a hell of a comeback fight for Manny Pacquiao, win or lose. Now, can Manny Pacquiao actually beat a guy like Boots?
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Oh, man, you know, now you're throwing me for a whirlwind, because I love both of those guys, but if you ask me, I would say at this point, because I haven't seen Manny Pacquiao in the boxing ring for so long as a professional, it's a 50-50 fight. Now, I would give Pacquiao a slight edge because of experience, but that's a very, very dangerous fight. When it comes to Spence or Crawford, I think he actually beats both of those guys. And I've been saying that. I think Errol Spence, because of his feet, his slow feet, he would demolish Errol Spence. And I think Terence Crawford, I think a lot of people would be surprised because I think Manny Pacquiao is that much more quicker than Terence Crawford is. And I think that's where the difference comes in between those two guys, is that a fully focused, fully trained, not overly trained Manny Pacquiao would destroy both of those fighters.
And that's what I want to show everybody out there, Coach, what you've been doing and how we can inspire this next generation. But we got to be able to grow and change. That's right. Think about it, you're not the same person you was. You know who you are, and you're trying to do the same thing with your kids. We done been through so much. Right. So we already see stuff before it even happened.
Been in my meeting with recruits today. I just told the recruits that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you could go through that we ain't been through.
Yeah.
So we serve as your navigation system trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You just gotta listen.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And a lot of the youngsters don't want to listen. Yeah. You know, when the OGs used to talk back in the day, we was like, yeah, come on, give us that game.
And they cared about us, and you know, and now the ones that are older that don't care, giving the wrong information to the youth, they have to change that.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. That like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tube, so holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a flaccocards@gmail.com. And we are
riding in the old school, switching lanes. The G's in the hood trying to pitch the cane. I'm a young nigga trying to get the change. Niggas need money, long live the game. Real niggas getting money on the block, putting in work like they on the clock. See me in the hoods that's known to pop, chilling, waiting on my cell phone to stop. Ringing off the hook, now I need a new phone call. Hit her with some soft and she keep a nigga on hold. but y'all ain't the hard type. Y'all chicks acting like niggas, y'all die. Late night outside where the G's be pitching. Got weed, got crack, we be selling these bitches. I'm trying to get that guap, so I'm all the way with it. I ain't bullshitting with you, watch me handle my business. Don't sleep, just eat, nigga. Handle your business. Let the teeth go deep, mommy. Handle your business. Yeah, I handle my business. Get it in, move it out. I'ma handle my business. Now, here's how it goes when I'm back in town. I walk up in the club with a black and mild. Grab a thick dame, turn that ass around. Tell her if you ain't no better, ask around. Got the number one fly nigga pound for pound. Let the clear disappear, then I down the brown. And you might see me rolling up, shotgun in the ride, and I'm rolling up. Then I'm blowing funk, then I'm posted up, standing next to a car with an open trunk. CDs for the 5, and you know we bump. Willie wheel on the track, then the stack greenback. Late night outside where the G's be pitching. Got weed, got crack, we be selling these bitches. I'm trying to get that guap, so I'm all the way with it. I ain't bullshitting with you, watch me handle my business. Don't sleep, just eat, nigga. Handle your business. No teeth, go deep, mommy. Handle your business. Yeah, I handle my business. Get it in, move it out. I'ma handle my business. I'm 965, no cruise control. Playing my own shit like dude is cold. A lot of niggas hustle then lose the dough. Be careful in the streets, you can lose your soul. I stay high, but I never use my nose. Live life like a blockbuster movie road. Niggas love me from Maine to Spain. I told y'all niggas I changed the game. It's Lucas Keys, back on that new shit. Dope like 8 balls, you don't shoot pool with. Flow wet like I threw it in the pool with. No life jacket, still floating on